What's going on, mountaintop homesteaders? So today just wanted to give you a quick update on our greenhouse, the Palram greenhouse, on our seeds that we planted a couple weeks ago, and we'll take a look and see what's going on. I haven't been out here for a couple days. Today it did reach 100 in the greenhouse, so got to get out there and water. And I don't quite have the irrigation set up to the auto water yet because I'm not sure where I want everything sitting finalized in the greenhouse. So let's go take a look and see what we got going on. Again, this is a Palram greenhouse. It's 6 by 8 feet. This is our third growing season in this. So we built this in March, approximately March of 2018. I've got it sitting on 4x4 timbers. It is leveled out. Before I was able to do anything, it took quite an extensive bit of work to get this leveled out, and like I've said earlier, the ground is pretty rocky here, so I was out here with a pickaxe and that sort of thing trying to level everything out. But so far so good. We love it. If I could do anything different, I probably would have bought a bigger one. But anyways, let's check on the seeds and see what we got going on. Well, we got quite a bit of germination so far in the seeds. Looks like everything is germinating. We got a good rate of growth so far. This is our Swiss chard. We've got our romaine lettuce. I've got a dark green lettuce planted here, and down here in the end, which looks like we're getting some growth. Looks like we've got a lot more to go on it. We've got the endive, but everything seems to be coming up. So praise the Lord for that. He's going to provide this year for us. Great growing season. Let's take a look at our peas down here. So the peas are coming up. We got 1, 2, 3 coming up in that pot. And this pot, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're just waiting for one more to germinate in this other pot here. And we'll have a good amount of germination. Looks like there's something coming up right there that, yeah, didn't germinate very well. Looks like I didn't plant it deep enough. So we're going to stick it back in there and see if something will still grow out of it. But all right, so we planted 8 seeds and we got a total of 7 coming up. So not bad. Not going to complain about that, that's for sure. So we've got our oregano still growing. That's from last year. Got the rosemary. We got going on here. The spinach looks like it's coming up pretty darn good. Again, everything needs to get a good watering, but no complaints. The onions are looking pretty darn good. What we did with the onions, in the middle here, this little cluster in the middle is our green onions, and then around the outside we planted the regular quote-unquote normal onions, your bulb type onions. Over on this side, we've got our chard coming up. As you see, we're losing a few leaves, but that's because the other leaves are coming in strong. So you can see some of the baby leaves coming up in here. We've got some more baby leaves coming up in here. So these little ones that are there, they're some of the first leaves. It's normal that they disappear. So on to our beets. Nothing has germinated. Oh no, there is some germination. There's one right there coming up on the beets. See if I can zoom in and get you a better picture. That little guy right there coming up. Got our first beet coming up. Don't see any more in that pot, so they're bound to come up soon. There's another one here. That little guy right there coming up. So the beets are happy, they're coming up. On to our shallots. So these were what do they call them? I guess the bulbs or the starters on the shallot. So you actually plant the shallot bulb itself. We've got one coming up here, as you can see, and there's bound to be more. So we got a great germination rate. We've had great luck with this greenhouse every year, as long as you keep it watered, because it does get warm. Today is, today's in the mid 60s here on the mountain, and the temperature in the greenhouse is up in the 80s. So, and lastly, our strawberries are doing great. So the transplant worked and everything's going good there. We did have a couple. Here's one group of flowers coming. So that's great. We're gonna have at least a couple strawberries. We'll get a lot more, so that's great. So my next plan for the greenhouse, I still need to finish the irrigation in it. I got to get that all squared away. I think mainly for now, we'll probably put some irrigation on the strawberries and the bags of soil, because those won't be moving. Everything else will probably move a little bit in the greenhouse, but other than that, I think that's all I've got going on. Some other plans we've got for the property. I need to finish the cattle panel. That'll be my next video for you guys, and I'm going to be adding a second rain barrel, because one rain barrel is not going to cut it on the house itself. So I've got a pump coming and a second rain barrel coming, and that will allow us to fill the other rain barrel if needed that's on the Palram greenhouse behind me, and also allow us to just capture as much water as we can. That'll give us 100 gallons of water. We were able to fill up the 50-gallon rain barrel in one night. So, because when we do get storms, we get some storms. We're supposed to have some more storms coming through tomorrow. But that's it for me, folks. Again, thanks for following along at Mountaintop Homesteaders. And if you like the video, please click that like button down below and subscribe. We love you guys, and God bless you guys.